Hello and welcome back once again. This is AnthWolf with even more Dragon Age Origins. Where we last left off, we spoke to both Dunlin and was it Vagar? Let me have a look here again. Vortag, Vagar. Oh well, that's why I'm not very good at remembering names or faces for that matter. And obviously they're the representatives of the Lord and Prince who would be the King of Orzammar. And I still haven't decided who I'm going to go with yet. But I was looking at my quest log before I started this recording, and we can seek out the steward in Bandalore. And addressing the assembly seems like the likely place to start looking for a solution. So let's see if we can actually do that. Let us see if we can speak to the assembly.
The assembly is in session. Enter quietly if you wish to observe.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Your mind has gone to dust if you think we would pass such a writ. Half our houses would go broke without the surface trade.
The proposal is only effective until we have a king to ensure we are respected by the surfacers.
Leaving you conveniently positioned to take over all contracts. I'll see your head on a pike first.
Deshers, lords and ladies of the assembly. I've already doubled the guard to prevent violence. Must I summon more?
Steward Bandalore, Balin's sympathizers are tying our hands with trivialities. They may as well open us to the sky.
I suggest we put the matter to a vote.
And I suggest you have a taste of my family's mace.
Enough! The assembly is in recess until the members can regain control of their emotions.
Hello, Bandalore.
Stone-forsaken fools and dusters. I'm sorry. This is the assembly of the clans. Only Deshers and occasional guests of state are allowed in.
I'm just observing. Pay me no mind.
Oh, Stone. You must be the Grey Warden. I completely forgot about the Gate Guard's message. Welcome to Orzammar, Warden. I hope you can forgive our unrest. The loss of our king has hit us hard. Respect for your role is great, but you won't receive a proper hearing until we have a king on the throne.
A blight is coming.
Troubling, but it will still seem distant compared to the empty throne. The assembly is blind to all else.
Does this city not care that the world is about to end?
This is their world, and it ended when Endron died.
Is there any way I can break this stalemate?
I must admit, Warden, I am at a loss myself. It lies with Prince Balin or Lord Harrowmont, and they are slow to trust anyone in these uncertain times. Dulin Verender, Harrowmont's man, can be found at the Harrowmont estate. Vartag Gavorn, Prince Balin's second, is often here in the assembly. I only wish there was more I could do for you.
So he's told us exactly what we need to know. But we did see the assembly in action. We will do a couple of side quests while I consider. At the moment my mind's going towards more Prince Benlin's role. But we'll see if we can get more opinions from the dwarves as we continue our journey. How do we get back down?
Raise your voice in favor of Lord Balin. He will bring us change and prosperity.
Oh, Lord Carvin. And with that, we actually leveled up. Excellent. I can put points in, put a bit more on cunning. And another one in dexterity. Let us master our stealth ability, I suppose. Excellent.
News of the hour. Is Lord Balin considering a dissolution of the ancient clans? He refuses to comment in the assembly.
To be honest, that kind of is not a bad thing from my opinion. But I'm a surfacer, what do I know? Ooh. I didn't see this before. Who leaves a council writ just lying on the floor?
It has begun.
Excuse me. We can go speak to the brother of the Chantry, and we can also go search the slums. I wonder if the castlers actually have an opinion. I imagine they've got an opinion. I just wondered which person they would be sway towards. Oh, there's another nook.
Andraste teaches that patience is the child of wisdom, but I'm eager to hear if you've seen the Shaper.
He agreed to let you hold prayer meetings.
Oh, praise the Maker! You truly walk in the light, friend. I already found a convert among the merchants who offered his shop as a temporary chantry. It's just by the tapsters. Please, come to our first service.
Excellent. Is that an offer to go to the first service? No, apparently not. Being kind of interested to see what the dwarves think of the Chantry and the Maker. I don't know if the dwarves have a religion. Let's have a look.
There's a risk.
Ah, lovely.
Cut them off.
Oh. What fools. They see me armed and they still decide to attack me. And you stood and watched. What did you think of that?
Who are you? You don't look like any guardsman I ever saw, and that's not much of a uniform.
I'm Antharus, a Grey Warden.
Oh, you looking for a chance to bring in some coin? Could be I have that opportunity. Especially for someone with a few connections above ground.
I'd have to hear what you're asking.
No offense, but your kings have some laws that don't make sense in a practical kind of world. Like about who gets to buy and sell lyrium, the sacred gift the stone provides us to show her love. No law should regulate that. The laws are meant to keep mages away from the stuff, so there's always buyers in the Circle Tower. I got one man named Godwin. He's expecting a delivery of a stone's weight. You want an investment opportunity? I could see fit to, say, sell you that lyrium instead, at the reasonable price of 50 sovereigns. You can keep it, or, since you can travel freely from here, sell it to Godwin, who you know is buying. And if you bring back his return order, I could pay you, say, 20 sovereigns as a finder's fee.
It must be dangerous if you're paying so much.
More so for someone like you, I guess. Most dwarves born down here have a natural immunity. Other races, there are problems if they spend too long with the ore. The real issue is that lyrium's valuable. It's only found down here, and human mages can't work without it.
No, smuggling is illegal. I'm turning you in.
I don't think so. Boys!
Nope. I'm a good guy. In a sense. Oh, I got 20 sovereigns from that. But you just think, he just saw me, like, kill 5 people. You really think he could have stopped me? Apparently so.
Whoever you're looking for, it's not me, I swear.
I was actually just going to see if I could help, but fair enough. Shady Corbett.
What do you want, Warden? You're out of your element down here.
What makes you think I'm looking for anything?
I'm no fool. Nobody just wanders around in Dust Town. You're here looking for me, and I don't like it. You've walked into a sodding fight, Warden, and I've already passed your stupid tome along. Too bad for you.
Is everyone down here bloody aggressive?
Shall be done.
A losing betting receipt crumpled in anger. These are only printed in the proving grounds. Oh, guess that gives us a lead to where to go next. Hello, dwarf. You killed Nugs in the background.
Your clothes are so fancy. Did you get them topside?
Why, yes, I did.
My mam used to say they don't got no stone to protect them topside. If I go up there, I'm gonna fall into the sky.
You just have to hold real tight with your feet.
Yes. When my dad left, he never came back. Who's to say he didn't fall up, eh?
I have to go now.
Don't fall into the sky when you go back up there.
There's always one person in the village.
Spare a bit for the needy?
Greetings.
Please. It's not for me, it's for my child. Have you a coin to spare, my lord? It's for my son. He's sick. He hasn't any clean clothes to wear or anything to eat today. Neither have I.
Here's 5 silvers. Buy yourself a meal.
Thank you. That a stranger would care so much when my own family barred me from their halls unless I'm willing to. But no, I can't bear to even think of it.
You seem upset. Is there some way I can help?
I wish there were. My name is Erlinda. I wasn't always like this. I was born to a mining caste family. We weren't wealthy, but I never went hungry before. Now it's all gone, and it's my own fault. Ancestors cursed me, but there's nothing I can do to set it right.
What happened?
I fell in love. He seemed so exotic, you know, tough and smart, and never had to bow his head to anyone. He was casteless, and I know he was just trying to father a higher caste child so he could petition for status. But our child was a son, casteless like his father. My parents disowned me and stripped my caste from me. Unless I agree to abandon the child in the deep roads and pretend I never bore him.
Isn't there any other solution?
Yes. I can become casteless with him, which is what I've done. Others have raised children like this, right? Begging for change, sleeping in doorways.
You should go to the chantry. They help children in need.
I heard as much. There was a man speaking on the street, talking about the human religion. He called himself a cleric. Said he could help me.
The chantry believes every soul is worth saving.
Do you? Perhaps you could talk to him. I wouldn't know what to say. I know nothing of this chantry.
I will ask him if he can take the child.
If he can help, my gratitude would be unending.
So, we have a quest to go speak to Brother Burkle once more. I don't mind doing whatsoever. What's in here exactly?
As you say.
Ah, okay. Just an empty room.
Mm-hmm.
What's this? Is it a bath? Huh, I guess it is. Oh well. Just a house can just be a house. It doesn't have to have anything in it. I suppose that's the lesson for the day. Alamar's Emporium.
What are you looking for? We got nothing to buy for the likes of you. Or maybe you wanted to sell.
This doesn't look like a store.
Well, our business is kind of covert, if you know what I mean. It's illegal in Orzammar for me to engage in protected trade, but they look the other way if I share things with my friends. For money.
I have some spare equipment myself. What'll you give me?
Why don't you take a look?
Why don't I take a look? What do you have? Nothing seems... A lot of traps, but nothing I'm really interested in. Is there anything I can sell you? Don't really need that that mall, sorry. Okay. Anything else we can do here? No, let's go back to the Chantry Priest. Oh, he's gone. He said he had a, Ah, Orzammar Chantry. He has worshippers already. Excellent.
Welcome to what will soon be Orzammar's first chantry. The chant of light will reach all corners of the world. We will never forget who made this possible.
I met a woman who needs your help.
The chantry never turns away a soul in need. How can I help?
What does she need? She needs a lot of things. In fact, she needs all three of those options. Will you take her castless son as a ward of the Chantry?
So many suffer as long as people deny that all are equal in the Maker's eyes. Tell this woman that the Chantry will raise her child without questions. Whatever her reasons for giving him up, she can know he'll always have a place with us.
I think that may be the best option. And then she can return to her family. It doesn't mean she can't always visit him. Yeah, I think that's the best option. Let us return and have a word.
You're back. I thought you weren't coming. What did he say?
Go to Brother Burkle. He will care for you.
I never thought anyone in Orzammar could care for the fate of a castless child. I will go at once. If there's something he can do for my son, I will count your name higher than the ancestors.
Yes, the Maker works in mysterious ways. Oh, I didn't actually realize you had a name. I do apologize. Do you have anything to say to me?
Well, look at that. It's not often old Nadezda sees a fine-dressed stranger here in Dust Town. Help a poor cripple.
Here's 5 silvers. Buy yourself some food.
Well, thank you truly, my lord. That's right good of you. It takes a stranger to notice how bad things are, huh? No dwarf would lift a sodding finger. Excuse my language. What takes you out of the diamond quarters, stranger? You got a vice you're looking for old Nadezda to fill?
How did you become crippled?
I'd say it was an accident, try to get some sympathy coin, but you look like you'd rather hear the truth. I was running protection for the Carta when some guardsmen caught me. Duster I was with had coined for a bribe, but I took a stand. Guardsmen broke my sodding kneecaps and had me kneel in dung until the infection set in. Never healed proper.
They can just get away with that?
I don't know where you're from, but in Orzammar, casteless have no lineage, so it's no crime to hurt you. You're born to wear a branded face in Orzammar, and you'll live your life in Dust Town.
What do you mean by brand?
Means you don't exist. It tells everyone who sees you not to work with you, not to serve you, and not to care if you're hurt. The Deep Lords burn it into us the day we're born, so no one accidentally oversteps her place.
I should get going.
I'll just stay out of your way then.
Yeah. The more I hear about this place, the more I don't like how it works. But that's just me. I'm a stranger. I've been here, what? Half an hour maybe? An hour in game time? If I was a dwarf, I'd probably understand. Let's do a big save. And let us look at our quests. Orta has asked you to search for the long-lost house Ortan. Ah, yes, that's maybe somewhere in the deep roads. I think. I believe so, yeah. A Mother's Hope. Oh yes, that's the deep roads. Ah yes, of course we've got to do maybe pass it on to someone in the proving grounds. But in the meanwhile, I think I will work with Prince Benlin. So therefore we must speak to a lord and lady about being promised land, and they both can't have it.
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen, but there's more out there.
I'll keep my eye open for more of them.
News of the hour. Support Lord Balin at your peril. Evidence suggests Lord Balin considering widespread military draft.
You do realize there's a blight going on, don't you? That's not really a bad thing, in my opinion.
Lord Haramont is a weak man, and he will be a weak king. Yes.
I hope you're not wasting my time with more dithering. The choice I gave you was clear. If you want Balin to support you in your surface war, you'll have to help him take the throne.
Dula wants me to champion Haramont in the proving.
If you do, there can be no further business between us. Now, do you wish my prince's support, or will you risk everything to aid the usurper?
I will assist Benlin and gain his support.
I have the promissory notes right here. Just take them to Lady Dace and Lord Helmy, and show them Haramont is not as honest as he claims. Lady Dace doesn't leave the quarter much, but Lord Helmy's adventurous, likes to spend his time at tapsters in the Commons. And just to be clear, all deals are off if you fight that proving for Haramont.
See, I think Prince Benlin might be a kindly guy, but Vartag gives him a real bad representation. And Dunlin has disappeared.
Lord Haramont, said to have kicked casteless in the street. Does he respect none beneath his station?
Lady Dace is here, I think.
What do you want? Ah, I suppose you're the Grey Warden everyone's talking about.
Yes, I am Antharus.
It's fascinating the surface has an entire order dedicated to fighting darkspawn. Down here, that's just what fighting means. But I'm sure it's more difficult on the surface. It must be much harder to find them.
Are you Lady Dace?
I am. And what business would you have with me?
You might want to look at these papers.
Well, this isn't exactly a surface broadsheet. Where did you get these? Never mind. It is true enough, but there's nothing I can do about it. This deal was made on behalf of our entire house. Only my father can revoke it.
Does that mean you won't change your vote?
My vote is the voice of my house. I cannot go against the wishes of my lord. Unfortunately, he won't be back for weeks. He is leading a deep roads expedition, trying to secure an ancient tide. It's unlikely he'll be back before the election, but perhaps this vote is important enough for you to brave the tunnels to tell him. The Dace family would be in your debt.
How would I know where to find your father?
He was searching an old Idukan site. He left me with this map, in case his expedition never returned. I'll give you a pass as well. Usually, no one is allowed past the front lines. Does that mean you'll go?
Certainly. I'll leave right now.
So Balin's victory means enough for you to risk your life. How interesting.
I have my own reasons for going into the deep roads, not just for you and your father, but...
News of the hour! 3 more clans endorse Lord Harrowmont as the true voice of the Dwarven folk. Is Paragon Hood far behind?
2 years tomorrow. By all the holy sodding ancestors, how can you people just ignore that?
Bronca didn't go alone, Opera. She took the whole house, everybody but you. So just get over to Tapster's and drown yourself already. You know as well as I do that's how this always ends.
You think I'm afraid of some cub warrior who's barely off the teach? Ha! I'll...
You lift a weapon or attack a single citizen in Orzammar, and you're stripped of your caste and exiled. Even you can't have forgotten that. Get out of here before I call a guardsman.
What the hell was that all about?
Can you believe it? Ogren's barely even warrior caste anymore, and he just clomps in here like he's entitled.
What do you mean, barely warrior caste?
Well, he killed Lord Mino's youngest son in a duel to first blood. It was a huge scandal. Ogren should have been executed, but he'd won honors in the deep roads. Instead, they stripped him of all weapons and forbid him from engaging in fights within city limits. If he breaks the decree, he'll be exiled.
Why does this Ogren care so much about Branka?
She's still his wife, isn't she? Even if she took their entire house into the deep roads and abandoned him.
Is that what you two were arguing about? Branka?
It's been 2 years since Branka left. No one has ever stayed in the deep roads that long and survived. The search teams who went out found nothing, but Ogren wants to keep risking lives searching.
Why did Branka go into the deep roads?
Chasing some old treasure. She was quite secretive. Outright rude, really. She said she never asked if found the house, that she didn't care about politics, and that we were too self-absorbed to defeat the darkspawn. She actually threatened anyone who said they'd come after her.
Then how did she become a paragon?
She invented a smokeless fuel that let the Smith caste increase their output by nearly 1/3. Deaths from the Black Lung also dropped. The Assembly said she had the favor of the ancestors and declared her a paragon. They moved Branka, Ogren, and all their relatives to the noble caste and founded a new house in her name.
Branka was married to that drunk?
Well, before she was a paragon, she was just a smith. And Ogren was one of the best warriors of his generation.
I should be going now.
If you see any guardsmen, tell them Ogren was at it again.
So, I might need to speak to him if he knows anything about Branka. Because the way things are going, I think that's who I'm going to be looking for. On top of, what? So many other people. Is that a Nug?
So, I've been hearing rumors that a certain wine merchant is falling behind on his payments.
I can't imagine what you mean. I pay my expenses.
What about the expenses your good friend Jarvia incurs when providing your protection? It's not easy ensuring nothing bad happens, that no one decides to just burn everything in your store.
My store! Please, I don't have much. Business isn't good. People are scared. Tell Jarvia I'll get her money.
Jarvia is not happy with your promises, old man. Now let's go inside and see what you've been holding back.
This is something I could probably get in on.
This is all I have right now. I could get more if I sell something.
Well, well, looks like we have a visitor. Friend of yours?
Is there a problem here, friend? Are these men threatening you?
Please, don't get involved with this. You don't know what they're like.
Then allow me to make some introductions. These are dangerous times in Orzammar, stranger. Lucky us, the merciful Jarvia is offering protection from the chaos. You're wearing some fancy stuff there. Might make you a target. So if you want the Carta's guarantee of safety, it's yours for the reasonable price of 10 gold sovereigns. Or I can't say what might happen.
That almost sounded like a threat.
Are you going to make your donation to the Stranger Safety Fund? Or do I have to show you how dangerous Orzammar is?
Take a good look. Do you really want to start this?
Whoa, whoa. All right, you win. I'm not gonna die for 10 lousy sovereigns.
For once, a member of the cast list who actually has common sense.
Ancestors, bless you for saving my poor store. I don't know how to express my gratitude.
What do you know about this Jarvia?
I've never met her, of course. They say she never leaves Dusttown. That's the older area of the city where the casteless congregate. She's the one directing this depravity. Since good King Endrin died, they're getting bolder. They used to be a problem only in Dusttown, but now they're in the commons, shaking honest men down for coin.
What do you know about her, Carter?
A band of casteless thugs. They're to blame for all the crime in Orzammar these days. They're criminals, and the children of criminals. The ancestors themselves declared them irredeemable.
Their children as well? You go that far?
Their births are abominations. They were born from no Kalna, with no acknowledgement by the Shapers. They are destined to be criminals. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm grateful for your help, but I don't think we have any more to talk about.
I just helped him out, and racism is... Well, it's not even racism, it's like casteism. Times are strange. Let us go to the tavern and speak with, is it Lord Helmy?
I wasn't expecting you back. I guess you realize this is about the only fun in Orzammar?
I have news. Harrowmont is double dealing you and Lady Dace.
Oh, well, I'd ask for proof, or why you care, but frankly, I'm so tired of it I'm not even surprised anymore. I don't even want the land, but my house would kill me if I turned it down. Responsibilities, you know. Now I'll have to go through the whole process of rejecting the deal. And they'll both have to try something else. And I thought it was going to be a nice day.
Why vote for Harriman if you didn't want the land?
I actually thought he was the better candidate. You must think I'm pretty soddy naive, huh? They're all the same, well-dressed, blood-sucking cave ticks. I'll have to inform Mother that Lord Harrowmont hasn't bought our vote after all.
I kinda like him. What does that mean for our quest? Oh, I must, before I can complete it, I must find Lady Dace's father. Wonderful. Do you have anything to say, Olgren?
What do you want? Hey, I heard about you. Grey Warden, coming from the surface. Great crisis in the world. Someone saw you talking to Vartag Gavorn, and now it's all over that you've been doing dirty errands for Balin. I figured you'd be the one, you know, who could help me find Branka. But I guess you're just like all the rest.
All the rest of whom?
Power-hungry deep lords. The only real concern they have is whose ass gets the throne. You don't have to play dumb, Warden. Their lackeys only come to me when they want something. Well, if you want the secrets of a paragon, do the work and find her.
Please make some sense, you drunk.
There, now that's the abuse I'm used to. I still don't trust you, of course. Your boss, he's like the rest of them. I know he's been poking around, trying to find things out about her, what she was looking for. Won't tell me spit, though. He wants it for himself, right? A little blessing from the ancients' technology, and he's assured the throne. Is that it?
What are you talking about? What technology?
You are looking for it. Of course, that's all anyone cares about. Well, sod off and sod your mother too. I need a bleeding drink. You keep on your errands. Until your boss really commits to looking, you're getting nothing but smoke out of old Ogren.
Okay, I have no idea what he was talking about. But now, I guess we finally get to travel into the deep roads. Huzzah. Can we do something about, No, I thought we might have been able to deal with... Was it Javia? The woman leading the criminals of the Dust Town. But apparently not yet. Oh, is there any... Imagine if anyway there might be a Nugger hiding around here. Nope.
What's this? A human? Have we make these tunnels tall enough for humans? I'm sorry, but I cannot allow you past the front lines without Adesh's permission. And I've heard nothing of any new patrols scheduled to leave today.
I am looking for Lord Dace's patrol.
I see you have his daughter's seal, so I will not stop you. But be careful. Just because the beasts have pulled back from Orzammar doesn't mean there are any fewer in the deep roads. Either we finally have the edge, which I doubt, or the beasts are building up numbers for the next attack.
Actually, they've made their move on the surface.
The surface? But I thought the vermin never went up that far except
during blights. Ancestors save us if that's what's happening.
Are darkspawn the only danger in the tunnels?
Of course not. Down here you're bound to run into giant spiders, deep stalkers, and other vermin.
Deep stalkers?
Ugly beasts they are. walk on 2 legs, but they have the head of a worm and hunt in packs. Watch out. They're not afraid to take on a group their own size.
Are there no dwarves past this point?
A few outposts. Legion of the Dead, mostly. Fools that they are. Some scavenger types, too.
Legion of the Dead?
It's an independent company of soldiers. They accept no command but their own. Anyone who can bear arms can join, no matter his crimes, or sanity. They hold a funeral when they join, and swear their only goal is a glorious death.
I should go now.
Best of luck.
It shall be done.
So now, let us go. Wow, the deep roads looks big. The first place we can go... Edusian Fag, or Taig. I don't know how you pronounce it. Once home to Orzammar's most powerful clan, this Taig's loss was a great blow to the dwarfs. And I think that's where Lady Day said her father was. Which is promising. Look at all these different pathways. So we are here, doing quests for Prince Benlin. Yay! Well, we're finally out and we might finally see some action. So, next time on Dragon Age Origins, we will explore and find some people to kill, because I'm sure everyone wants to see that now. So, this has been AnthWolf, and I hope you've all enjoyed, and I hope you all take care, and I'll see you all in the next part. Bye bye now.